This one is gonna be good. Y'all are doing so great. Honestly, this show is awesome. Y'all are killing it. Now, my first question is for Cash though. Now, Cash, you were born and raised in Detroit, and now you're able to relive some of those glory moments you may have had when growing up. In your opinion, how is Black Mafia family doing in terms of Detroit's persona back in that time? That's including the fashion, slang vernacular, all that good stuff.
It's just a good representation. It gives people a good insight on what was really going on. So it's doing well to me.
Being in this role and being in this show, seeing how Meech and Terry, are in the drug game, and just seeing how all of that is just, being cultivated in terms of storyline. What do you think the biggest message should be for folks who are watching this to take away from it?
Honestly, I think that's to each person. I think our job is to represent it as best we can. Hope that they find entertainment value with it, and I think especially the first year, the life lesson is interesting to me. Because when the end game to what really happened to the brothers, but we're not playing that yet. We're playing what was happening when they were spawning and starting out. So for me, if you're watching that to them spawning and starting out, and you really get a cut of that particular time, you can see why these kids went to do what they did. You can understand that in this type of environment, this was the way that they saw out, right? So
Right.
I think I think you really want to sort of let me watch this frame by frame. Let me see this frame by frame. Let them open this onion for us, open this flower for us, and then let it take where it is. Now you can jump ahead of it and find out what really happened with these cats. But if you let
Right.
us unfold it, I think you get an entertaining way to see and answer that question for yourself. Because I never try to tell people what they should pull out of it.
Mhm.
To me, it's a individual person. We hope that we touch them all the same, but that's about it.
And also, what I love about 50's series is that, like, he always has the cop in the sense of a soft spot for what is seen as the quote unquote criminal. Now, for your role, you kind of are in that same boat. So, what would you say for your character? When he is watching Meech and Terry doing these things, what soft spots do you think we're going to get from your character while he's still trying to abide from the law?
Well, I don't. The reality of it is, I think that we've had a relationship, and I was the coach slash surrogate father outside the house because that's how I met the kids first, coaching them in baseball. That's one of the things we started out, and then they went on to do what they went on to do, and I went on to ride with him. I think though that at the entire time, I think he thinks of himself as being in a situation of being able to control it and to
Right.
be a part of that because he's been in that sort of grown up kid relationship, not understanding that he's not dealing with like regular kids anymore. And you got to be able to understand that. So for me, we'll see how soft that spot gets.
Cash. Now, your character has somewhat of a crazy ex-boyfriend. Now, have you ever had one of those in your past? And what advice would you give to someone to get rid of them?
Whatever. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
Don't succeed for
That's
me,
you.
Cash. Uh-oh. What you about to tell me?
Come on, Cash. I wouldn't know the answer to this one.
Me and Steve want to know, Cash. What's going
Of
on?
course, I had a crazy ex. I done had a few of them. I
So
feel
how'd
like
you get
so
rid
that's
of them?
why I wasn't too far off in the character. um, so it was just fun. It was just fun to even relive those moments because where I'm at in life now, I don't have the patience for that shit. Well, however, I have been through it, and and most of the time it's toxic, and us women, we still egg those men on because we're entertained by the bullshit anyway. So, I just feel like people they'll learn from it. They'll learn from Monique. Yeah.
Now, my last question for both of y'all. In the show, one of the rules that's addressed is your family is like an assembly line. Now, what is a family rule that each of you still stand by as adults?
Mine is simple. That we had from the very beginning. My dad used to tell me, family first, period. That's it. Family over everything. Maybe my mom would say God, but
Okay,
family first.
that's a good one.
You know what I mean?
Cash.
I had to go with Steve on that one.
Okay.
Family first.
Family
Yeah.
first.